Good afternoon, folks. Odd here with your outer world news. Current time is May 19th, 2013. Alright, here we go, folks. Going to start off with college junior Andrea Rebello is shot and killed by police during a break-in. Supposedly, this police standoff, the cops just started opening fire, shot the suspect in a twin sister, a college student, named Andrea Rebello, and killed her. A lot of crazy stuff going on, man. I mean, I don't know why cops just feel they can just go in there and just start popping caps, but you know, this is why one of the reasons I believe that everyone should have the right to own their own firearms to protect themselves. You know, it's just crazy madness in this world anymore. That's from Hitchhiker 1947, if you guys want to check into it. Also here, Planet X Nibiru Clash of the Gods, SWMF Cripples Parade. Is the moon drunk? Yeah, a lot of us have been noticing the moon's been acting a little weird lately. If you guys want to take a gander at the moon, if you guys have clear skies, you know, we're supposed to be getting storms here in West V today, so I guess we'll see here. But a lot of crazy stuff going on with the magnetosphere and the poles and all that stuff, you know. And Astral Traveler does an amazing job putting all these pictures together for you guys to find out what's actually going on with our planet, moon, sun, all that stuff, you know, and Object X. So if you guys want to look into it, he also made another one yesterday. He has a lot of good stuff if you guys want to read into all of that. Just bear with me, you know, everybody's having slow computers for some reason. I guess it's the data gaps that have been happening. But Adam Kokesh arrested footage plus recorded police lie equals political prisoner. Yep, so I guess there won't be no march on DC with guns. Supposedly they ended up arresting him. This is from Red Pill Policy, if you guys want to go ahead and look into it. Or Philosophy, I'm sorry. You know, very interesting video there as well. Just guess, you know, hey, I guess that ain't happening. It's probably a good thing too, because probably would have busted out an all-out war. But transhumanism, mixing human DNA with animal DNA. Tom Horn warning of disaster. Yeah, supposedly they're doing this to try to make trying to mix this DNA with humans for military force, so that way military doesn't need night vision goggles. They can actually see at night by human-animal mutation. World's coming to an end, folks. I'm telling you, this shit. Stuff's just getting too crazy anymore. Also, Syria in frame. Netanyahu vows continued protection of Israel against leakage of weapons to Hezbollah. So, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said at a cabinet meeting that he will prevent the transfer of weaponry to Hezbollah, implying Syria could be struck in the process. Fatal blast battered Damascus in early May, allegedly executed by Israel. So, more and more World War III news. You know, if you guys want to read into this article, a lot of stuff going on, folks. A lot of stuff going on. Also, few Western powers rally want solution. Assad skeptical about proposed Geneva peace talks. Syrian President Bashar Assad has welcomed two proposed peace talks for Syria agreed by Russia and the U.S., but voiced his skepticism about their prospects for success, saying that many forces don't really want to see a solution. And honestly, I know that's true, because if you remember, they said they want Assad out of power. Now, Israel's saying that they want to keep Assad in power, but then other people are saying they want Assad out of power. You know, we all know that Al-Qaeda and the rebels are destroying the country, you know, and coming after him, and it's only a matter of time before Damascus is completely destroyed. Also, no swarms in space. DARPA axes their $200 million fractionated satellite project. I wonder why. Let's see what their lies are down here. After spending more than $200 million, the Pentagon's Advanced Research Branch has decided to scrap one of its key space projects. System F6, which aims to distribute functions of a big satellite into several small ones, orbiting in a tight formation. The project, fully named Future Fast Flexible Fractionated Free-Flying Spacecraft United by Information Exchange, was expected to go into orbit testing phase in 2015. I think I know why they shut it down. Because they know there won't be 2016. So if you guys want to go ahead and look into this, because all this stuff right here will probably get knocked out, that's why they're like, you know what, screw it. We need the money that we have now. Plus we're broke. I mean, you guys decide. I really think we're about to get slammed with a giant rock here very soon, but don't know exact date. North Korea fires 4 short-range missiles in 2 days. It's from Seoul. North Korea has fired another missile. North Korea has fired a short-range missile into the Sea of Japan, a Seoul military official said, one day after firing 3 short-range guided missiles. Meanwhile, South Korea has deployed precision-guided missiles on its border islands. Seoul has placed Israel precision-guided missiles capable of hitting North Korean targets on its Yellow Sea border islands, Yonhap news agency reported on Sunday. So now they fired 3, what was it? Yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, they fired 3, and then now they fired another one. Tensions are escalating on the Korean Peninsula. We need to keep an eye out on that. You know, I'm telling you. You know, if this global coastal event doesn't happen, then World War III is going to bust out. So either way you put it, we're screwed, you know. So it's just all kinds of crazy nonsense going on this planet anymore. Then also we have this. Just bear with me, data gaps. Japan times radiation level in Fukushima town 400 times higher than Tokyo. This is on ENE News. Returning to the base of Mount Hakakor, I can't really pronounce that, overlooking the man-made lake behind the Shakashinta Dam, we find a public radiation monitoring post indicating a reading of 0.44 uraniums, I guess, per hour. I guess if you guys know what that means, let me know at the bottom. I'd appreciate it. Roughly 4 times the level in Tokyo on the same day. Moving on from there, before heading back to Tokyo, we decided to drop by abandoned tsunami-ravaged town of Tumaka, which had been off limits until just recently. They're a mere 10 kilometers from the nuclear plant. We were chesting to find that radiation readings were almost 10 times those by the dam, some 400 times Tokyo levels at the same time on the same day. Radiation levels are getting extremely radical down there, folks, you know. And then they got hit with that earthquake. Thank God it didn't do any more damage. You know, that 6.0. Man, they're just getting ravaged over there. Also, more tornadoes are ripped through Texas yesterday, Kansas, South Dakota as well. So, you know, keep your eyes out, folks, because there's a tornado outbreak coming again today. You know, this is definitely tornado season, and you guys, like, you know, if you guys have, make sure you have weather radios, you know, food and water, you know, first aid kit, all that stuff ready just in case, you know, something comes down, especially if you're around in the Midwest, you know, because right here, tornado outbreak possible today, you know, so you guys need to keep a look at that. Come on here on theweather.com to find out what's going on. Also, check this video out. Heads up, here they come. This is from Thumb Duckification, or Diffication. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. But showing pretty much all the comets and asteroids and all this other stuff that's coming in. You know, and also all these other different weird types of objects. Very interesting video if you guys want to check it out. Also, supposedly, this is from BCNUQT. 2011 daytime meteor caught on tape. This is a daytime meteor this guy caught on tape. Very interesting video. You know, we did have that meteor explosion here in West Virginia the other day, and then now, supposedly in the central part of the United States where they're having the tornado outbreaks, more reports. There's 53 reports that are just come in now on AMS, and it's still slightly rising. It's at 57 reports now. So California, so now a West Coast meteor might also be possible, so we have to keep our eyes on that. As you can see, just on May 18th, You know, 48 reports here on the east and 43 reports in the mid part of the country. So a lot of reports coming in, you know, all through the weeks. On Lunar Meteor Hunter's blog spot as well, showing this event. Just bear with me here. Right down here, all across the middle part of the US now, also over here around California, getting some reports in. So we had one on the east coast, now in the central part of the US, and now west coast. Now remember what I was saying, when the cyclical bombardment starts, the USA was the first one to be in the line of fire, and then all the others will follow suit. So if you guys want to read into this, also talks about the Mexico meteor, one that hit yesterday, talks about all kinds of stuff, so just go ahead and check in all this. Here it is, La Paz, Mexico. The MBIQ detects possible meteorite fall in La Paz. Meteorite means it hit the ground. You know, I had somebody come on yesterday saying, you know, well, nothing hit Mexico, everybody's okay, blah 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 blah. Yeah, people are alright, but hey, I've told you, you know, this stuff's happening. It really did happen. So there you go, folks. You guys wanted to read into that, look into it. Also on SoHO, this is the current LASCO C2 image. Sun looks like it might be amping up for a party. We'll have to keep our eyes out on it, because here on solar data we did just have another C flare. So we had a small C, a medium range C, and a high C flare. So keep our eyes out on it. If this thing spikes up, we can get an X or an M at any moment from that sunspot. It is still is a delta spot. Radiation storm is ending. KP index dropping back down. Electron flux going back up to normal. So keep our eyes on it. We are right now in an active geomagnetical storm. We're getting hit with that M-class flare. You know, pitch angle still acting a little funky on both charts. Cosmic ray density still relatively low. McMurdo real-time data, I mean, just look at this huge drop in instability on the counts per hour. Starting to go back up though, because everything's starting to level back off. Also, Neutron Monitors are seeming to start to become normalized again as well. Also on the RioMeter, still showing plasma penetration. It just shows you right here, you know, how unstable our atmosphere has become, you know, and the magnetics and all that with our Earth is just, everything's weakening. So just little bits of stuff is getting through because our planet can't handle it right now. You know, we need these small little C flares to strengthen, you know, our magnetosphere and our atmosphere to be able to withstand these impacts, because this right here is the M flare. As you can see, boom, it's hitting. Should be out by tomorrow, late tonight, early tomorrow. Now this is another thing I want to show you guys real quick. Look at all of these. This is stereo ahead HI2. Looks like it's down, doesn't it? It's only showing 3 images. Same thing here. Now this is stereo behind HI2. Also having problems, but it's showing 18 images. Also here, stereo behind HI1, showing nothing but fuzziness for the past 2 days on all of these. These are the past 2 days. Stereo ahead HI1, same thing, fuzziness for the past 2 days. Even here on Core 1, fuzzy. Core 1 as well on the backside. That's ahead Core 1, is behind Core 1. Fuzzy as well. Even Core 2. You know, Core 2 looks pretty normal, but all the other ones are seeming to mess up. Now what I'm watching here, I mean, look how energized the sun is right now. This is from yesterday into today. We're going to have to keep our eyes out on. This is the C flare it popped off. A few of the C's with plasma, so there might be CMEs from it. So keep our eyes out on that. And here, this is Core 2, as you can see, flipped upside down. And huge anvil, so we'll have to keep our eyes out on that, and you can see how it's kind of getting fuzzy. Also for earthquakes, 4.7 in Russia, 4.5 Russia, all around the same region, starting to have an uptick. Oh, Puerto Rico's having a huge swarm right now. They had a 4.1, 3.0, 2.7, 2.6, and a 3.7. New Zealand had a 4.8. Russia had another 4.4. Puerto Rico's getting a swarm. We'll have to keep our eyes out on that because a big one is close by for Jamaica, Puerto Rico area. So there you go, folks. That is the news. Like always, all links at the bottom, weather at the bottom as well. Much love, and may God bless you all.